Hey there, Midnight Mysteries family. Today's story is about my passion for horror stories, inspired by Mr. Nightmare, my journey while I went out to walk the dog. The story is not for lighthearted, so be sure before listening to my true scary stories. Also hit that like button, subscribe for more scary stories daily, it keeps me encouraged to share my stories with you. Let's dive in. In a forgotten town where darkness never left, I, Sophie, walked dogs by day. When night blanketed the land, a chilling change took hold of my world. As the sun dipped away, leaving a town swallowed by an eerie black, a strange force pulled me toward the graveyard. The air thickened, tombstones whispered tales of pain. Undeterred, I walked on. The darkness stuck to me like a spooky friend, leading me to a crumbling mausoleum. Its door squeaked open, revealing a shadowy inside. Shadows danced, whispering secrets too scary to say. As I stepped in, the air got cold. Strange noises echoed in the stone rooms. The air felt heavy with a spooky presence, and the mausoleum seemed to breathe with a sinister rhythm. Going deeper, the ground shook beneath me as if the graveyard itself was waking up. Whispers turned into cries, and the walls pulsed with a dark power. In the heart of the mausoleum, I saw a ghostly figure with glowing eyes. A scream echoed through the crypt. I couldn't move, scared stiff as the ghostly thing reached out with bony fingers. Desperation filled the air as I tried to escape the ghost. But the mausoleum turned into a scary maze, its walls closing in on me. The ground kept shaking, and eerie moans filled the corridors. The ghost chased me, its scream mixing with the strange sounds of the waking graveyard. Shadows grabbed at me, trying to pull me into the forgotten abyss. Distant dog howls turned into creepy echoes, their sounds mixing with the spooky symphony. The once friendly dogs now looked like twisted guardians, their eyes shining with a creepy light. Lost in the maze, I felt the spooky energy closing in. The air got thick with the sorrow of the departed, and the walls seemed to close in with every shake. In a desperate try to break free, I faced the ghostly figure. Its eyes were empty, and the mausoleum shook as the ghost whispered sad stories. As the ghost surrounded me, my vision blurred, and the world turned into a spooky painting. The graveyard, once peaceful, turned into a place where the living and the dead mixed in a nightmare. Whether I'd make it out safe or get caught by the ghost was uncertain. The air echoed with side whispers, and shadows took over the forsaken cemetery, where the line between the living and the dead blurred in a spooky dance. In the middle of this scary journey, my determination flickered like a tiny flame in the oppressive darkness. The graveyard, once silent, now echoed with screams of the unearthed, and I was caught in a dance with the supernatural, every step bringing me closer to the abyss. The mausoleum's walls, pulsating with an unholy energy, seemed to close in on me. My breaths were stifled, and the ground beneath me continued to quake in a way that seemed to defy nature. The ghostly figure, now more terrifying than ever, chased me with an unrelenting determination. Its scream echoed through the mausoleum, a scary melody sending shivers down my spine. The once distant dog howls now joined the nightmarish chorus, their barks and growls sounding like demonic chants. The distorted figures of the canines emerged from the shadows, their eyes glowing with an otherworldly intensity. As I navigated the ever-shifting labyrinth, the air itself seemed to conspire against me. Whispers turned into anguished wails, and the very fabric of reality appeared to warp and twist, distorting the boundaries between the living and the dead. With each step, the cemetery's awakening became more pronounced. Graves shook, tombstones toppled, and an unholy glow emanated from the very soil. The spectral figures of the forgotten emerged, their forms twisted and contorted by the malevolent force that gripped the graveyard. In the heart of the mausoleum, I faced the ghostly figure once more. Its eyes, now ablaze with an infernal light, bore into my soul. The very walls seemed to scream in agony as the ghost unleashed a tidal wave of darkness. As the spectral presence closed in, I could feel the malevolence enveloping me. The air became dense with the despair of 1,000 lost souls, and the very essence of the graveyard seemed to converge upon me in a symphony of horror. In a final, desperate struggle, I confronted the ghost. The mausoleum's walls quaked, and the unearthly cries reached a crescendo. The very ground beneath me threatened to give way, as if the cemetery itself sought to claim me as its own. In that harrowing moment, my senses were overwhelmed by the cacophony of terror. The ghostly figure, now a manifestation of pure malevolence, loomed over me, its scream echoing in the recesses of my mind. The graveyard, now fully awakened, cast its haunting glow upon the night. The shadows danced with a malevolent glee, and the once silent tombstones now bore witness to the unfolding nightmare. As I teetered on the brink of the abyss, a darkness beyond comprehension threatened to consume my very essence. The mausoleum, now a pulsating heart of terror, seemed to hunger for my fear, drawing me closer to the edge of an eternal abyss. And so, in the heart of the awakened graveyard, my fate hung in the balance. The very fabric of reality seemed to unravel, and the boundaries between the living and the dead blurred into an indistinguishable nightmare of eternal night.